Shin Megami Tensei V is my favorite non-Devil Survivor Megaten game, and while I think it does so much good, there are a few things that I think it could have done a little better. And with an upgraded / expanded re-release version of the game on its way, what better time is it for speculating a few of these upgrades? Here are the 5 things I want from Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance. Starting off with the obvious and basically already confirmed, I want this re-release to have more demons. While I do think the selection of demons in 5 is, for a lack of the better word, adequate, it's definitely on the lower side. Coming in at 221 different demons, it's really not that much more than Nocturne, which came out in 2003 for the PlayStation 2. Even Shin Megami Tensei IV on the 3DS had almost double the amount that 5 had, and while I understand it is a little different because those were sprites compared to the fully 3D models in 5, the jump between the two is a little jarring. I think this updated version is the perfect place to beef up the roster a little bit. While I doubt this re-release is going to add any new demons, I do think it is incredibly likely that it's going to bring back some from the earlier titles. I think that Magatsui skills are an incredibly cool addition to this series, and I love how they are yet another thing to think about when customizing your team and setting up your demons, and how they all have different cool effects on the battle. What I don't love, however, is how the one that you get first and by default, Omogatoki Critical, is arguably the best one in the entire game, and the one that you benefit from having on virtually at all times. It doesn't feel all that fun to go out of my way and collect them all and experiment with different ones when its absence is just so noticeable. What I want is this skill either nerfed or heavily altered, while some of the more niche ones are buffed and made more viable. That, and of course add a bunch more to collect as well. This one might seem a little odd, but it is my strong opinion that the minimap as it was needs to go. Seriously. I love the open zones of the game, and exploring them all feels so rewarding as you recruit and fuse new demons, finding the hidden demons, and doing side quests for new fusions and skills, but oh my god does that map sometimes make it feel like such a chore. It's so hard to tell what you're looking at most of the time. The X and Y axis is also so poorly conveyed as well. You never know if what you're looking for is up or down, if there's a path, or anything else that a minimap should tell you. I wouldn't even know where to begin to start in suggesting that they fix it, but I hope and I pray that they do. Multi-platform. Seriously. This one is probably also going to be true. It might even be confirmed by the time this video goes up. I keep seeing celebrations that Persona 3 Reload is the fastest selling Atlus game in their entire history, and I'm like, of course it is. That's what happens when your game isn't locked to the Nintendo Switch, or the 3DS. With the release of Persona titles on all modern platforms plus Game Pass, I'm sure Atlus is realizing that this is the way to go in the future. And I'm not just saying that so I can see this game run at 165 frames per second in high definition on my PC, even if that is a big part of it. And the final and most important thing in this re-release to me is for them to rebalance the endgame. I am such a huge fan of this game, but I will admit that the 4th area to the end of the game is such a huge slog to play. The pacing just turns into absolute trash when you realize how expensive everything is, and how you need to grind money for hours to be able to fuse the demons that you want and need. And not to mention that the level scaling gets incredibly wonky here as well. It's like they realized last minute that they needed to implement a wall so that more players might buy the money and experience grinding DLCs. I still think Smt V is an absolute home run of a game for the most part, but the ending did sort of sour it for me as I was playing it. I think this re-release is the perfect opportunity to create a more thoroughly balanced experience all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you're as excited about Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance as I am. Let me know what you hope gets added in the comments below, and like always, feel free to like and subscribe for more gaming videos.